January 2025 was my last month in Wuhan, so I put a lot of pressure on myself to pack a lot in. I wanted to spend time with my friends before leaving. I wanted to practice speaking Chinese more, and I wanted to explore the city more. So I checked 2 things off that list at the beginning of the month when I visited Baotong Temple with my friends. Baotong Temple is a Buddhist temple, and while it, like all Buddhist temples, was stunningly beautiful and so unlike anything you can see in Europe, the star of the show here was honestly the cats. There were so many cats around this temple, it was amazing.
Huh? It's perfect timing. If she bites you, it's perfect because you can go to the hospital for the dog and the cat bite.
Another welcome surprise was a random man that decided that Lorena was his muse and stole her for a good 15 minutes to do a photo shoot with her. He was very sweet and sent us the photos on afterwards. I got really into visiting cafes this month, whether it was to study or to catch up with friends. Although classes were over, I was still living on campus, and one time was invited to make tang hulu, which is a traditional Chinese snack. It's basically fruit on a stick covered in sugar syrup and very sweet and delicious. I was also invited by my dear friend Shadi, who is a spider scientist, for lack of a better word, to visit his lab.
Oh my god. Wait, is that just one?
Yes.
Do you have any interesting spider facts for the voiceover?
Well, you can in fact tell a female spider from a male spider by something we call the boxing gloves.
Okay, so is that a male or a female? It's a female?
Oh, I can't see the pedipalps from here. Oh yeah, that is a male. You can see the boxing gloves at the end of the pedipalps there.
And Chinese universities will always have some show going on where we can see a dragon dance and other things. One day, my friend Julia and I decided to go for a hike. Unfortunately, we kind of got lost and went to a place where there was no hiking trail, just a hill that took 10 minutes to climb. But there was enough in the surrounding area for us to wander around and explore and laugh at our screw-up.
Human.
One big moment in January was when me and my girl gang that I had just met 5 months ago decided to get matching tattoos. Julia, the artist, drew us a beautiful design, which the tattooer rejected because he said it looked like it was something a child had drawn. Thankfully, Julia had done several beautiful designs and we managed to choose another that everyone was happy with. The 3 of us formed such a deep friendship so quickly, and although we are now scattered across the globe, this tattoo is proof that our friendship will last forever and will give me patience until I can celebrate Carnival with them one day in Brazil.
好漂亮！哎，喜欢了，谢谢。耶！
Together we were able to check off some things on our bucket list, like taking the ferry across the river. Another key aspect of Chinese culture that I had never tried until this month was mahjong, which absolutely blew my mind. We had to book the room for 4 hours minimum, and I thought to myself, oh, that's so long, we'll be done after like 2 hours. But with such an intense game and an endless supply of green tea, after 4 hours, the only thing allowing me to leave that room was the fact that I had won the last round and wanted to end on a high.
Again, no, of course, sometimes, no, this. Should I put the tea as well?
Yeah, just keep it here. Perfect.
It's again. There you go.
Look how hilarious the walls are. Like people are kicking the walls and throwing stuff out.
As January started coming to an end, the campus got quieter and quieter. The Lunar New Year was on the 29th of January, so shops and canteens started closing without warning, so I never got to appreciate my last veggie baozi or black pepper fried rice. Of course, the students staying on would get to see them open up again, but I left right as everything was quiet and empty, so it was weird. It made it all so clear that this period of my life was coming to an end. I guess this is where I reflect on these past 5 months. When I first arrived, I intended to be like a robot, to study all the time, to only speak Chinese and not make any international friends because my goal was to learn Chinese. Of course I failed at that, and thank God I did. I made amazing friends that will last forever and will take care of me when I visit Brazil and Colombia. But as well as the close friends I made, I also got to really enjoy the overall sense of community among us international students. Because we all basically lived on the same block, it was so easy to pop over to someone's place for a movie night or even just a bar or something. And you'd often bump into someone and stay chatting for a while, or decide to go for a stroll or get lunch together. We had a gym, a hairdresser, a supermarket, a printing shop, bakery and more right downstairs. Having all these amenities nearby and being able to run down to the shop and get a Coke for a friend that's dying from a hangover really made me appreciate that small little village-like bubble and sense of community. And I really hope I can keep some sense of that in the future. Even if the infrastructure isn't right, I want to know my neighbors and my local area more. And yeah, maybe I didn't improve my Chinese as much as I had hoped, but I feel grateful that I let myself be open to people and experiences because they brought me so much joy and new things to be passionate about. On my last full day, me and my friends went to Donghu again. We rented bikes and cycled around enjoying the view.
You don't have drive license. That's related, you know.
And of course, spent my last night with my girl gang, sharing pizza and a bottle of wine, and finishing off season 2 of Fleabag and enjoying the fireworks from my bedroom window.
Genius. This is cinema.
From Brazil. No, wines will be open like that.
With 3 waitresses coming over.
With what?
With 3 waitresses coming over.
Yeah, perfect.
Look, the sound of victory.
And the next day, it was time for me to continue my journey alone. So, that's all for me for now, until the next one.
Maybe it's because of the pollution.
What? That it's so beautiful.
The sun is like that. Yeah.
Worth it.
Caraca, tá mó bonito.
Oh, look now with the birds. Oh,
What bird?